Hi everyone, before this video begins, I want to mention a few things. First, the footage of this video was recorded before the release of Update 0.32 for BeamNG.drive. So you all might see some differences in the game, especially regarding West Coast USA and the vehicle selection screen. Second, I am planning on making a set of videos on the new update, probably not too far in the future. With all this being said, I hope you all enjoy this video. Hi there, I am Adam and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will share my thoughts on playing BeamNG.drive with a racing wheel and pedal setup. So my setup is a Logitech G29 driving force, which consists of the racing wheel and pedals in one package, I should say. Behind the wheel has 900 degrees of lock-to-lock rotation, a Hall effect steering sensor, dual motor force feedback, an overheat safeguard. The cover is hand stitched. The wheel itself has anodized, I think that's how you pronounce it, anodized aluminum spokes and a steel steering shaft. Brushed stainless steel shifter paddles. There's a handful of different buttons. Since it is the Logitech G29, it has PlayStation buttons like the square. I believe the names of the buttons are the square, triangle, circle, and cross. It also has a directional pad. It has two L and two R buttons. It has an LED indicator lights, which I actually have not seen so far. It could be due to maybe I don't have an option active or not. Excuse me, everybody. I actually have a script here of the information, but when I implemented my racing wheel, it kind of made it a little bit awkward here in terms of rating it. In time, we'll get a better setup for this, but anyway, where were we here? We have a 24-point selection dial and plus or minus buttons, and three other buttons on the bottom spoke of the wheel. And as I'm showing you, as I'm telling you all this, I'll show a picture of what the wheel looks like, as well as the pedals right here, or maybe I did it earlier. Regarding the pedals, it consists of a non-linear brake pedal, which mimics the performance of a pressure-sensitive braking system. This gives more responsive, accurate braking feel. It also has patented carpet grip system on the bottom, so when using the pedals, they will not move around at all whether if you're racing very hard or if you're just driving normally. You shouldn't move at all on the ground. It has textured heel grip, as well as being able to self-calibrate itself. And I should mention that this information is from the Logitech website that talks about the G29. Other features of the pedals include integrated throttle, brake, and clutch pedal. Pedal faces can be repositioned to make heel-toe maneuvers easier to perform, which I didn't realize this was actually a thing until I looked at the website. So I guess one can adjust the position of the... let's take a look here. I believe the part that you press on, or the pedal itself, not the thing that connects it to the base, I think you all know what I mean. Anyway, the base has rubber feet for hard surfaces and patented retractable carpet grip system, which again should enables it to pretty much stay in place regardless of using a hard floor or a carpet. Now, I gotta say, this experience using a wheel has been really fun so far. I've actually been using it while playing BeamNG.drive with friends on Discord, and during the process I got to learn some stuff as well. Now, unfortunately, everybody, I was thinking of actually getting myself an external camera so you guys can see me drive around while I play the game, but I haven't actually gotten to that yet. But maybe in another video related to my steering wheel setup, I will maybe include that. Get myself a camera so you can see it. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Also, I had to adjust my microphone placement, and yeah, looking at how it's being recorded in OBS, it looks like I'm going to be a little bit loud, which yeah, I haven't really made some adjustments to it because I'm not, the way it's positioned is I don't have it exactly in front of my face. It's actually right to the side of the side of this cart that I have this wheel on. So, but yeah, looks like you all will be able to hear me here. But yeah, just some things I'll probably work on regarding my gaming setup here. Anyway, yeah, let's get going on here. So, I'm gonna, oopsies. There we go. Change it to realistic, and using a racing wheel, I would say it actually kind of makes more sense to do it from the driver cam here, because from the third person, so I need to actually go into gear. Third person, it is a little bit awkward, because normally you wouldn't really be playing in this type of camera angle, unless you're playing BeamNG.drive, of course. But well, maybe some racing games you might do that, but I think the more practical camera placement is like this. And the force feedback, let me tell you, it is definitely an interesting... Whoopsies. Didn't steer quite enough right there. But the force feedback is... Let's see, is this the right thing? Yeah. The way I bound the controls for my directional pad, sometimes I get the insert and the reset function mixed up. So yeah, I got it right this time. Let's see, right is, yeah. Left is insert, right is the R key on my keyboard. Anyway, like I said, the force feedback, it is something that is very fun to experience, and for those who are not sure what force feedback is, basically, as you are driving, the wheel reacts to how the wheel and the suspension is moving regarding the vehicle. So right here, whoops, it's right here. Of course, you can see. Again, I don't know if you can easily see, but I do have the the steering wheel app right here, and you can kind of see two bars that are appearing. One is related to the force feedback, which I believe is this one here. The second one is how much steering is, how much of the wheel is moving. I haven't looked into what all that means, or if I'm saying that right, but hopefully you can all see that. Yeah, whoa, whoopsies. Yeah, hopefully you all know what I mean. But yeah, if you damage your car, the wheel itself can be kind of awkward at times, actually, when it comes to steering here. Let's see. Oh, well, except that actually the vehicle can't actually drive anymore. I think I broke the front and rear half shafts. But anyway, turn off the parking brake here. But yeah, I've been loving it so far. It is a very, very interesting experience. Because whether if you are driving, like steering here, you can kind of feel some force. It's not like a lot of force, but you can kind of feel it. And if you're going off-road, whether on dirt roads or muddy roads, or probably even crawling, you can kind of feel that too. And if you're crashing at high speed, or even at low speed, you can kind of feel the wheel react to what happens on screen. So if I do it like this, You can see the wheel on the steering wheel app moved, and that was the case for my wheel itself. And I've actually been pretty careful on making sure I get my hands off of the wheel when that happens, especially if I'm going very fast. Another thing is navigating the menu in BeamNG.drive is actually doable. It's not too difficult. In terms of efficiency, it's not as good as using a mouse, but it gets the job done here. Maybe I'll change the vehicle. Went from a truck to... yeah, I have some mods here. Go from a truck to... I'll do a sunburst. We'll just do the normal 2.0 Sport that has a manual transmission. Alright, so here is the... oh, and also as you can see from the messages up top, it showed that, oh, a controller has been detected that has force feedback. All other controls are... actually, let me reset again. Oops, it didn't quite work there. I have to remove this UI here. Those are curious, wondering what that is. Yeah, that's a chaos mod. I was actually messing with it earlier. But anyway, the messages up top, once you get a new different vehicle, or if you turn on the wheel, so you need to make sure to remember to shift. When you turn on the wheel, it'll show a message saying, oh, a controller is detected that has force feedback, and I believe it says that all other controls are all other controllers are disabled. Yeah, even if you go off a jump like this, I can kind of, well, I didn't feel it that time, but when the things are kind of bumpy, you can kind of feel it. I think going down here, I'll be able to feel it here. Let's see, it's not really going too fast. Yep. So I hit the ground hard, and the wheel's going crazy again, and yeah, one thing I noticed is usually when you crash, sometimes the wheel has a tendency to move left to the right like that. I don't know if it's because of the racing wheel, if it's just how the game is designed, but it is one thing I haven't really noticed before using a wheel and pedals or racing wheel when playing BeamNG.drive. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So I'm just looking at my notes here. Give me a second, everyone. Oh, I should definitely mention that, yes, using a racing wheel definitely makes me feel like I'm driving an actual vehicle, which should be pretty obvious, but for someone who has been, and I need to remember to shift, for someone who has been playing BeamNG.drive with a controller, or use a joystick to steer, if I tilt the joystick a little bit of an amount, that relates to how much the wheel is rotated. And I think that's usually the default if you use a controller with a joystick like that. But with a wheel, you actually do have to, obviously, you would have to turn the wheel a good amount in order to either turn a little bit or turn a lot. And I do admit, I haven't really gotten used to I haven't really gotten used to turning when I come to a very tight corner. So yeah, that's yeah, I haven't quite got used to that yet. I could have shifted down there. That's another thing I haven't really been doing too much, and that is shifting. Again, I'm kind of used to using the. Oh yeah, when I start to go off the path right there, I can kind of feel the wheel shake a little bit more. And again, it's not really doing you all justice without seeing what my wheel is doing right now, but. And it might be very hard to see, but whoa, geez, I'm going off-road now. But yeah, it's definitely a fun experience. And but anyway, as I was saying, I do feel like I'm driving a vehicle. Again, it might be obvious, like I said, but again, for a person who uses a controller and steers with a joystick, it's oh jeez, oh, that poor car. It definitely, it's definitely what you would expect, and I'm glad that I can experience that. Yeah, so the brakes, quite good. I haven't actually been using the clutch that much, especially since I have the option enabled in BeamNG.drive where it has a clutch assist, I think that's what it's called. So I haven't actually tested to see what it's like to properly shift a vehicle that has a manual transmission. I think I'm saying that wrong. To properly drive with a manual transmission. Yeah. Especially something like the Corvette or something like this, actually. Maybe, did I do an automatic? I don't know if the truck was an automatic, actually. Let me check. The default one, I should say. Series. Oh, so it was automatic, okay. I just couldn't remember. Did I do, maybe I'll do sequential. Even sequential is kind of a... I don't know if it'd have a difference, would it? I don't know. I'll go to the SVR4 here. Let's see here. Let's go down to the DCT. DCT, the sequential. Actually, we could do it. The SVR4 if we wanted to, but I'm gonna bring up the Hill Climb. I think this is a Hill Climb SVR4 with the sequential transmission or gearbox. Yep, look at that. And yeah, what else is there to say? Oh jeez. I don't think I've actually driven this car at all. Oh wow. Wow, this thing is actually pretty strong when it comes to steering. Wow. Oh gosh. Because I'm going pretty fast, that's probably why. But yeah, I haven't really tested to see if different vehicles, the force feedback is different between different vehicles, and I don't know, maybe a little bit, but I'm probably wrong on that. Yeah, we're just going around in the tunnel here. Let me think. I think what I'll probably do is, in the next video where I'm talking about my wheel, which should be later down the line, I will, oh jeez. I will showcase what it's like to drive in different environments and terrains. Though I kind of did a little bit while going off-road. I don't know if y'all kind of were able to notice it, so if I'm doing it like this, oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh, we actually are okay. Dang. Yeah, it's really interesting feeling. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so far, oh gosh, we have a wheel here. Really? That's a wheel. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Poor car. But yeah, I'm probably going to do another video related to my racing setup. And in time I'll probably get maybe an external camera to show you all what it looks like when I'm driving around. Because I was thinking of doing it, but I decided to make this right now just to tell you all, hey, got my racing wheel, which I mentioned a little bit ago, and kind of want to tell you all a little bit about it. And like I said, I absolutely have been enjoying it so far, and definitely be using it in the future. Certainly curious to see what if there are any improvements here. really haven't talked about like things that I kind of dislike about it. I guess the main thing is actually not related to the D29 itself, but the way I have my setup, it's kind of awkward for me to use the pedals. But again, it probably all comes down to just adjusting those, adjusting the pedals themselves, the placement of them. And I don't know the proper wording of it. But with all this being said, thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. And as always, I will see you all in the next video or videos. Whatever they will be, and whenever they will be. Okay? Okay.